Well, it looks like Marjorie Taylor Greene is once again saying the quiet part out loud. This is what she had to say.
Whoever he nominates and appoints, you better pass him through the Senate. That is your job. You say yes, sir, and you get it done.
This is a very dangerous thing to say. You see, the appointment clause of Article 2 of the Constitution says that certain appointments made by the President of the United States must be confirmed by the Senate. This constitutional provision isn't perfunctory, it's not random, purely formal. It serves a very specific function to prevent very serious failures. And in this process, senators are supposed to prioritize the institutional integrity over political preference. By following Madge's advice and allowing the Senate to just say yes sir to Trump's nomination, you're fostering executive overreach. You're fostering an executive that has essentially unbridled power. And we have examples of this that go as far back as Reconstruction and as recently as the last administration. Andrew Johnson's confirmation process were basically unhindered, and his choices of cabinet members are one of the key reasons why the Reconstruction basically didn't allow any civil rights for recently freed slaves. But you don't have to reach as far back as Reconstruction to find examples of this, because recent examples will show you how an automatic confirmation process seriously undermines the ability to have qualified men and women heading important federal agencies. Betsy DeVos, anyone? A stringent confirmation process also safeguards against corruption and scandals. As a pretty egregious example of that, I don't know if you've ever heard of Albert Fall and the Teapot Dome scandal, but if you haven't, you should look that up. The confirmation process is a bipartisan process, and senators are our elected officials who are entrusted with making sure that our institutions are working to benefit all Americans and not just the political party. To suggest and even encourage an otherwise process is not just dangerous, but it's also indicative of where the Republican Party is heading. We expect nothing less from Marjorie Taylor Greene, but the fact that this is now the GOP message should concern every American.